Hello, and welcome back to History Videos for Kids. Today, we are going to be talking about the Holocaust. Last week, we talked about World War II, and one of the people that we mentioned was a man named Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was a very powerful man. He took control over Germany not too long before World War II. While it is true that part of Hitler's mission consisted of him sending troops to give the Allies trouble, he had another side to his scheme. Hitler believed that the Germans were superior to all other races, and he was adamant on destroying those who he deemed were less important. We know that God created us in his image, and that we are all equal in his eyes, but Hitler came to his conclusion that the Germans were the best and everyone else was inferior. He thought that the only people who were intelligent, powerful, and successful were those with German blood, also called Aryan. German scientists who were Nazis claimed that a human could be identified as German by a certain shade of the eyes and length of their nose. Hitler believed that many races were of lesser quality than the Germans, but he believed that the worst people were the Jews. Sadly, such terrible judgment and treatment of the Jews had been happening for quite some time, even before Hitler rose to power. German laws were switched around in 1935. These laws did not give people of Jewish ancestry the opportunity to vote or be a citizen in Germany, and it also was illegal for a Jew to get married to a German. This is terribly unfair, but the Germans did not stop there. They did not let the Jews compete. Can you imagine how frustrating it would be to have a talent, a God-given gift, and not be able to use it? One night, months before the beginning of the war, the Nazis attacked the Jews. Many poor Jewish people were burned, and shops that were managed or owned by Jews were destroyed. This horrific night became known as the Night of the Broken Glass, and it took place on November 9, 1938. The Germans started placing a six-pointed yellow star on the clothing of each and every Jewish person they found. They did this so that a person could tell at a glance that this person was Jewish. This star brought many consequences. Jews were thrown out of restaurants, they were beaten up, and they had to suffer through many other tragic things. And the sad thing is that the police wouldn't help them. Life for the Jews was very sad, dark, and hopeless. The Jews were being loaded up like livestock onto trains. These trains took the Jews to concentration camps. Hitler was not satisfied with just ruining their lives and sending them away. He wanted to end their lives. In 1942, the dreadful camps became a place of death. From 1942 to 1945, about 6 million Jews were brutally killed. The suffering the Jews went through was unspeakable, but Hitler didn't stop there. He made it his mission to rid the world of all inferior people. Some other people who were exterminated were the handicapped, gypsies, and many others. The stories that spread from the death camps were so bad that many people were unable to believe that all these stories were true. When the war had ended, the people were proved wrong. They checked out the concentration camps, and the sight their eyes saw was awful. They found piles of bones, shoes, wedding rings, and many other personal belongings. And they also found many buried and unburied victims. The stories that they had heard were unfortunately very, very true. This event soon became known as the Holocaust. That wraps up our history lesson. See you next time.